What's up everyone, this is Bam Black Ops, giving you some crazy amount of information here from Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, which we're all really excited about. Of course, Call of Duty XP just went on a few days ago, and we learned some insane amount of information, so I'm going to get right into this and tell you everything that I know about all the great stuff that's on the way. First, let's start off with the weapons. We're going to start off with the assault rifles. Of course, the M4A1 is returning from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was in Call of Duty 4 as well, except it wasn't M4A1. M16A4, another gun that's going to be returning for the third straight Modern Warfare game. The Scar L is in this one, not the Scar H. The difference actually is that the Scar is a little bit weaker, so we'll see if this is a weaker gun or if they're just changing the name. Although I did realize that I think it now has 30 bullets a clip instead of 20 is what it looked like it said on the little videos that we've seen. Next gun is a new one, CM901 is a brand new gun that we're going to be looking at. It's pretty much the M4, a style like the M4. Type 95 is almost looking like the FAMAS. It's a Chinese gun. I'm not sure if it's going to be full auto or burst, we'll see. Type 95 looks kind of weird. Next gun is the ACR 6.8. It's the new version of the ACR, a higher caliber. Is this going to be more powerful? I doubt it. I think they're going to just make it the same one as before. They're just naming it something different just to keep it fresh for us. But really, I bet it's going to feel very similar. Probably a little less accurate than before, though. The MK14 is going to be our single-fire gun. Of course, we're used to the MK14 being like the sniper rifle, but this is going to be a single-fire gun, just like the FNFAL or the G3 or whatever. AK-47 is, of course, returning, as well as the G36C, which is really exciting for me because I like the G36C from Call of Duty 4. And then last one, the FAD, or the FAD, a really weird-looking gun. I'm guessing this is going to be a full auto gun, but it looks pretty weird anyway. Next gun, it's probably going to be one of my favorite SMGs, I'm guessing. The PP90 looks really, really cool. The PP90MI. It's got a weird looking style to it. The UMP is going to be returning, which is dreadful for some and exciting for some others. MP5 is returning. It's the same style from Call of Duty 4. It's going to have the same style accuracy and everything like that, which is pretty cool. P90, love this SMG. One of my favorites. I'm glad to see this one returning. The PM7, or excuse me, the PM9 is a different version of the Uzi. We all know that the Uzis suck in almost all Call of Duty games, so maybe them bringing back the Uzi and just changing the name because it's a different style of the Uzi, maybe that'll be good, and maybe the gun will actually be good now because the Uzi pretty much sucks in almost all of them. And lastly, for the last SMG, we have the MP7, which is another pretty cool style looking gun. It's a small SMG, low caliber, but it's got 40 clips, 40 bullets per clip, which is pretty cool. Now we're on to sniper rifles, and we are on the Barrett 50 cal. This is obviously going to return. Now, the next one is the L118A. This is pretty much the same thing as the L96 from Call of Duty Black Ops. The only difference is just a newer version of it. But this is not the only bolt action. We're going to have multiple choices for bolt actions again, which is pretty exciting. I'll get to that in a second. This will be the early one, and then you unlock another one a little bit later. On to the Dragunov. That's the obvious one. It's going to be the weaker style. This is another 50 caliber, the AS50. This one is going to be, I'm guessing, similar to the 50 cal. It's just going to be a choice whether you want to use it or not. The RSASS is going to be a style like the M14 or like the M21 or like the WA2000 or like the Dragunov. It's a low recoil, low power sniper rifle. So that's that style. And then lastly, we have the MSR. This is another Remington. This is a bolt action. It's going to be competing with the L18. I'm guessing once we unlock that, that's going to be our favorites. Now on to the light machine guns. First, we have the L86, which is the same exact gun from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the same exact version. This next one is the MG36. This is the G36C, except the heavy version with the bigger barrel and the larger clip. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if it's going to have a similar recoil style. Next gun is the PKP PECHENEG. I literally have no idea what this one is. I'm sorry. LMGs are the style that I'm least used to as far as my knowledge in guns. MK46 is this one here, and finally we have the M60 returning, which is exciting for some. I think it'll be pretty cool. I wish the RPD was back. Next up is shotguns. Sadly, I look like crazy. I saw one video of shotguns earlier when I was looking through all this stuff, and I lost it. I have no idea where that video went, but this is the confirmed list of shotguns nonetheless. In not the right order, actually, in a little bit of a weird order. I don't know if this is the order that you unlock it. But anyway, we have the SPAS 12, which is going to be returning. It's pump action, just like from Modern Warfare 2. Not the full auto version, or not the semi-auto version, excuse me, from Call of Duty Black Ops. The AA-12, it's going to be full auto, just like in Modern Warfare 2, which is not fun for some people. Next shotgun on the list is the USAS 12. A lot of 12s here in the shotguns. This is a semi-auto gun. The sights of this one actually look similar to the M16. It's pretty interesting, but it is a semi-auto gun. I'm guessing this is probably going to be one of the favorites. Maybe this is going to compete with the Striker over the semi-auto, see which one wins out there. Next one is the KSG. It's a pump action, very much like the SPAS 12, but it's a very different style. I'm wondering which one people are going to end up liking more. Between the two pump actions, which one's going to be a little stronger or more range or a quicker pump action maybe. Maybe the SPAS 12 will be more powerful, but the KSG, maybe the actual pump action will be quicker, because in real life that is very true. The KSG has a very quick pump action style to it, very different than any shotguns before. The pump action for the KSG is very new. Then we have the Model 1887s. Uh-oh, these things are returning. Don't worry, none of these are going to be going akimbo. So if you want to use this, good luck. It's probably going to just be like a fun shotgun to use. I guess the range will probably be pretty powerful, maybe a little bit even more than the SPAS, but you miss your first shot and you're dead because you have to go through that like 30-second lever action. So I don't know how successful this one's going to be. It's not going to be overpowered, I don't think, because you won't be able to akimbo it. Lastly, we have the Striker, which is another one returning from Modern Warfare 2. It's a semi-auto shotgun. Don't know how powerful this one would be if they're going to bring back the same exact stats from before. It was a pretty good gun, pretty good shotgun. Of course, all the shotguns seemed overpowered in Modern Warfare 2 because you could have it with your sniper or your SMG or your assault rifle or whatever. Of course, they are all primaries now, so we don't have to worry about somebody running around unless they use the overkill perk, which allows you to have 2 primaries. But that being said, I think that the shotguns are going to be a little more balanced now, because they'll still be pretty powerful, and they'll still win almost all battles at close range, which is what they should do, but luckily now they are not secondary, so that should be pretty helpful. So that is the list of all the primaries. Now on to some of the secondaries coming up right now. Now, finding videos of secondaries on YouTube and stuff like that, it's not easy to do, because a lot of people were very excited about, you know, the SMGs, the assault rifles, the snipers, and stuff like that. So it's hard to find people who actually captured pistol stuff. This one here is the USP-45, which is coming back from almost all the other Modern Warfare, so we're used to that one. And this video actually comes from Tabes, so thank you very much, Tabes, for this one. You can see in the top right corner, youtube.com/Tabes is where you can find all of his fantastic stuff. Anyway, the next pistol here is the P99, which is the German. It's the Walther P99, so it's the newer version of that gun. And then we have the MP412, which is a Russian revolver, a double-action revolver. Got a pretty cool pistol reload animation, kind of pops up forward. So I wonder if this one is going to compete with the 44 Magnum, which is the next one. Can't look at we're not going to pop down and look at these anymore, because this is as far as we went. Nobody looked down any further, so I don't even know what these other pistols look like. But anyway, we have the 44 Magnum, which is returning from Modern Warfare 2. A lot of people liked it. I didn't. I'm actually thinking that I might like this MP412 better as far as revolver goes. Next one is the 5.7, which is also known as the FN57. It is a Belgium gun. It actually uses the same ammunition as the P90, so we'll see maybe if you can share ammo like that one with the 5.7, which is a similar thing they've done in previous Call of Duty games when a pistol and a primary had the same same ammunition, excuse me, you could share the ammo. Last one we got is the Desert Eagle. It sucked in Modern Warfare 2. Hopefully it'll be like it was in Call of Duty 4, which was a really cool gun, a lot of fun to use. Next thing we have here is machine pistols. Again, I don't have an image for all these guns and what they look like, but we can pretty much tell what they are from just looking at them. The FMG9 is a folding machine pistol. It's fully auto. Pretty cool. Little gun. It was we saw a lot of it at Call of Duty XP, mainly probably because a lot of people wanted to use it and because the other ones weren't unlocked yet. But it's a lot of fun to use. I think it's a pretty cool style. We saw it also in the first Spec Ops trailer. The next one is the MP9. It's a USA machine pistol, actually more like a SMG, but they're just using it as a machine pistol here. It's very similar to the Uzi. It's like a different style of the Uzi. And it has 32 rounds per clip. I'm guessing they're not going to give us all those rounds from this machine pistol as a secondary. Probably bump it all the way down to 20 or something. But who knows? Maybe it will be. I'm not sure how overpowered or underpowered or perfectly balanced the machine pistols are going to end up being. But a lot of people didn't end up using pistols at all, barely, in Modern Warfare 2 because machine pistols and shotguns and stuff like that were powerful. Next one is the Skorpion, which is returning from Call of Duty 4, and it also was in Black Ops. Only 20 rounds per clip, which is why it was underused in almost all the other Call of Duty games. So I guess that's why it's going to be a machine pistol, and it'll probably be pretty fair like that. It's a very, very accurate gun. And lastly, the dreaded or praised G18s, whatever you were. and whether you like them or not. G18s are pretty powerful little guys. Of course, we cannot akimbo them now. Or actually, we can akimbo them, excuse me. You can akimbo these machine pistols, so maybe it'll be powerful again. Maybe it'll be overpowered a little bit. We'll see. I don't know why you would want to use the pistols over the machine pistols besides about a half a second quicker to take them out. So maybe people will go back to pistols. Maybe machine pistols will be the weapon of choice. We'll find out when the game ships and when people get used to all the different guns and whatnot. The next and last set of the primaries are actually the launchers, but I couldn't find a video anywhere or a screenshot or anything or any information on the launchers. So what I'm kind of doing now is just playing it by what I saw from videos and from trailers and whatnot. We know that Javelin will be returning. I guess it'll probably also be not only to take out aircraft, but you could probably shoot it at a specific area, so you can do that crazy. Javelins are pretty fun from Modern Warfare 2. Some people didn't like them, and the Javelin glitch was pretty insane for a while. All you guys remember that one. Anyway, the Javelin will be returning as well as the RPG-7, so that'll be returning as well. And then they have a couple other cliche style, you know, this gun's for taking out air support, this one. I'm sure they'll have one that'll be for taking out air support and you'll get 2 rounds, and then there'll be another one that can either take out air support or take out infantry, and there'll only be 1 round, similar to the AT-4 or, you know, that style of gun from Modern Warfare 2. So we'll see how the launchers are. Sorry I don't have any information about that. I'm sure you guys can try to scoop up some information and tell me below if you want to, but that's all I could find anyway. In Call of Duty 4, we were introduced to upgrading our character with perks. In Modern Warfare 2, we got the pro version of those perks by upgrading the perk and making them even better. Now in Modern Warfare 3, we have perks for our guns in the form of proficiencies. So when we use our gun, we can upgrade that gun and unlock new proficiencies to better form our playstyle. And the first proficiency we can use here is Kick, which reduces recoil when firing, which is very similar to a grip, although there are still grips for the attachments as well. Impact is the next proficiency, which makes more bullet damage when firing through objects. The next one here is Attachments, which gives us 2 attachments to use. This one's, of course, very helpful, very similar to the Bling perk. It's no longer a perk like it was in Modern Warfare 2. This is its own proficiency now. Focus is the next one, which is reduced flinch when hit. So when you get hit, you actually can get right back on target faster. The next one's very interesting. It's called Breathe or Breath. This one's very interesting because with a sniper rifle, you can hold your breath, but you could never do that with any other guns. But now with assault rifles only, you can use this proficiency and actually hold your breath with the assault rifles as well. And lastly, we have the stability proficiency, which reduces the weapon sway when aiming down the sights. So when you aim down the sights, it kind of bounces a little bit back, side to forth, back and forth, excuse me. And then with the stability perk, you can reduce that one big time. Now into SMGs, we didn't get a chance to look at all these because it's just a little bit of a screenshot here, but you can see here some of them are the same, like Kick, Attachments, Focus, and Stability, but we also have some unique ones like Melee, which is a quicker melee when you're using this proficiency. And lastly, we have Range, which makes the range of your SMG better, longer distance, which is very helpful because SMGs have short range, so that could be really, really helpful, especially if you're not going to use a silencer, or if you want to use a silencer and make it feel more like it was a gun without the silencer. So pretty helpful, I think. Now we're on to attachments. You can see we have the red dot here, which is normal. We have the silencer. The grenade launcher is coming up in a second too. But for the most part, these are very similar old style attachments. So we have the red dot, the silencer, the grenade launcher, the ACOG, the heartbeat sensor, which returns, which I don't like that. The hybrid scope, which is the hybrid sight, excuse me, which is a pretty cool one, which is like an ACOG and a red dot, and you can flip back and forth. That is obviously a new one. Shotgun, holographic sight, extended mags, and thermal. So everything here is the same as it used to be, except for that hybrid sight. That is a new one. Now we're moving on to the lethal equipment, the lethal grenades. First one here is the Frag Grenade. Obviously, the Frag Grenade is going to return. Obviously, it's one of the, it's been here since the beginning, really. Semtex is the next one coming back since Modern Warfare 2. Semtex is my personal favorite. I'm going to be using Semtex more than Frag Grenades. I just like the fact that it blows up in 3 seconds instead of 5. I think it's very helpful. Throwing knife is coming to replace the Tomahawk, which replaced the throwing knife in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, respectively. I actually like the Tomahawk a little bit better as far as the trajectory and how it bounced and stuff like that, so we'll see. Here we go is the Bouncing Betty returning from World at War. This one's the newer version, obviously. Pretty cool. We saw a little bit of that in the trailer earlier. We'll come back to that one actually on a later video of mine. Claymore here is coming up next. Unlocked at level 53. As you guys can see here at the bottom, you're going to see on the next one, especially the C4 when it pops up right now. The C4 is unlocked at 69. There are actually 80 levels in this one, guys. 80 levels. It's going to be a lot. Now, I'm a little upset that the C4 is so low. C4 actually takes more skill than a Bouncing Betty or a Claymore. It should be in front of that one. Claymore should be like the easy mode that you get at the end, because Claymore, you just sit it down and it gets a kill for you. Anyway, these are just a button away now. They're not going to be a button to the side like where for Treyarch's Black Ops, you press the button on the D-pad, and then you would pop out the C4 or something, and then you throw that. This one is just one button away. It's a replacement for your grenade. So you just throw out your Bouncing Betty, or you just drop your Claymore on the spot, very much like it was in Modern Warfare 2. It's one button away now, which will be the right bumper, or the L1, I guess, for PS2 players, and, you know, that kind of thing. So it's not with a D-pad anymore. It's just one button away, and you have a lot of options there. Okay, let's move on to the tactical grenades. The first one here is, or the tactical equipment, excuse me. The first one here is a flash grenade. That's normal. It'll blind your enemy. And it's the pin that takes a little bit longer than the concussion grenade. So you either have the flash, which is a little bit longer animation, or the concussion, which is the quicker animation, but in some ways maybe a tad less effective. Concussion grenade / stun grenade. It's going to be called concussion again, like it was in Black Ops. This is the one that slows down your enemy. It blurs their screen. They can't move really fast, but they can still see you somewhat. So, you know, it's kind of a flash, you know, a toss-up between flash and concussion, whichever one you want. Next one here, we have a Scrambler, which is a deployable that jams enemy's radar based on proximity. So pretty much it's the same thing as it was in Black Ops. You'll throw it down on the ground, and it'll probably stay up for maybe 30, 60 seconds, or maybe forever until you die or something, I'm not sure. And then it'll jam up the enemy's radar in that close area. EMP Grenade, destroy enemy equipment and electronics. So normally with the flash grenade or the concussion, you can toss it down, and it'll stun their Claymore or stun their C4 temporarily, so you can get around it. Now you can throw the EMP, and it'll take down their turrets, it'll take down their Claymore, whatever. It'll just completely destroy them, so you don't have to worry about them at all. So EMP grenades look like they're pretty helpful, but I don't think they affect humans in any way, so it won't do anything to the human. Smoke grenade, that's the obvious one. You throw it down, smoke will come out, so you can run down to that area, try to cap the flag, or whatever it may be. So smoke grenades are typical. Next one, very interesting, is the trophy system. Now, what you do with this one is, I think it's kind of interesting, actually, that it is in a tactical area, because it's this big, giant thing. You toss it out, and right when you toss it out, you can put it right next to maybe a flag that you're trying to cap, or maybe you're trying to plant the bomb or something. And when tons of noob tubes and grenades and rocket launchers and everything starts flying at you, the trophy system will pop up and shoot out those things in midair so that they won't blow you up. So it'll give you a little protection while you're trying to do whatever the objective is. So that's a pretty interesting idea. I'm very interested to see it, how it'll play in the actual gameplay. Tactical insertions returning, boo. Most people hate it. I don't know why it's keep bringing it back, but at least we don't have to worry about it in free-for-all anymore. They'll probably take it out of that, so we don't have to worry about that. It is somewhat helpful for games like Capture the Flag and stuff like that, so I use it in Capture the Flag, so I don't know why I'm saying boo. But anyway, the last one here is portable radar, and I'm assuming this is going to be the same as it is in Black Ops, where you'll throw it down, and in that little area you'll be able to see the general, you know, a little area where the enemies are on the map and stuff like that when you toss it down. But I am interested to see, it says portable radar. Is this something that you can bring with you? You can pick it up and move it around, or what exactly it's going to entail? We'll find out. I'm pretty interested with the tactical stuff here, but I'm probably going to end up just going back to my trusty concussion grenade, so we'll see. Now we're moving on to the perks. The first one is Recon, which is a brand new perk. When somebody gives you explosive damage anywhere on the screen, you will see where that enemy was when he shot his noob tube or threw his grenade or whatever it is. And the pro version does the same exact thing for bullets. The next one here is Sleight of Hand, which gives you faster reloading. But this time, instead of Sleight of Hand Pro giving you quicker aim down sights, it just makes you change your guns faster from your primary to your secondary and vice versa. Blind Eye makes you undetectable by air support, and then Blind Eye Pro makes you lock onto the air support quicker and also gives you more damage when you're trying to blow it up with a launcher or bullets or whatever it may be. Extreme Conditioning gives you quicker, longer sprint times, sprint periods, and then the Pro version makes you climb up objects faster, so there is no sprinting unlimitedly like there was in Call of Duty Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. Scavenger gives you exactly what it used to be, just little packs that you have to pick up, and then you'll have more ammo, and then the Pro version probably gives you more ammo to start with, but we haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen what the Pro version is for Scavenger, but I'm assuming it's exactly what it used to be. Now let's move on to perk number 2, the second slot, the second tier. There are a couple new ones in here, so we'll go over them. The first one here is Quick Draw Pro, or actually, sorry, the first one here is Blast Shield. which gives you increased resistance to explosive damage, and then Blast Shield Pro gives you resistance to stuns and concussions and stuff like that, so that's pretty helpful. The first one here is Quick Draw, which gives you, this is what aim down sights was. This is Sleight of Hand Pro, quicker aim down sight time period, and then the Pro version makes you throw your grenades and things faster, so you can throw it and then recover to your gun again at a quicker speed than you used to be able to. And right back here to Blast Shield Pro. Then the next one down here is going to be Hardline Pro, and this one, or Hardline, and then of course Hardline is one less kill for your kill streak or for your point streak is required. And then Hardline Pro is if you get 2 assists in a row without dying, that'll also give you towards your kill streak or towards your point streak. Assassin is the same thing as Ghost or Cold-Blooded from previous Call of Duty games, or UAV Jammer if we're going to go way back. Undetectable by UAV and stuff like that, and then the Pro version is undetectable by counter UAV and EMP, and also you won't be able to see you as like a red dot on their screen, or as a red crosshairs when they're looking at you. No name pops up. Overkill is the last one. That gives you two primaries, which is a pretty cool idea, and I think a lot of people are going to end up using that, maybe like a shotgun and a sniper, or a sniper and an SMG, or maybe a gun like the ACR and a shotgun or something. So we'll see. If it might end up being a little overpowered with shotguns again as secondaries, but we'll see. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Stalker makes you move faster when you're aiming down the sights, because you slow down when you're aiming down the sights, so now you move faster again. Marksman, it gives you ability to target your enemies, and then the Pro version is a longer hold down your breath period for snipers and stuff like that. And then the Pro version, excuse me, for Stalker is to delay claymores and stuff like that when you walk by them. Now we're moving on to Sit Rep Pro, or Sit Rep. Sit Rep is the one where you can see the locations of explosives or claymores and stuff like that, and the Pro version is louder enemy footsteps. Steady Aim is exactly what it's always been, increased hipfire accuracy, and then Steady Aim Pro is quicker time period that you're going to pop back your gun and get ready to shoot after sprinting. Dead Silence is what we've all known it to be. It's you're silent from enemies' footsteps, and that's a really, really helpful one, especially for game modes like Search and Destroy and stuff like that. No one can hear you. Okay, now we're moving on to the brand new thing, which is Strike Package, and this is replacing kill streaks. Now, Strike Package is very interesting because we have 3 different modes. We have Assault, Support, and Specialist. Now, when you click Assault, it's going to be pretty much the same basic thing that we remember from Modern Warfare 2, which is pick the different kill streaks, get kills in a row, and there you go. Support is interesting because the kill streak style in this one is going to be less about, you know, throwing down huge air support like helicopters and predators and stuff like that, and more based on helping your teammate, which is going to be advanced UAVs and counter UAVs and a health boost for your team and stuff like that. And the last one we have is Specialist, and Specialist is very interesting because with Specialist, all you do is get perks. Every time you get 2 kills in a row, you'll get a brand new perk. You get 2 more kills in a row, you get another brand new perk, and then you get 2 more, and you'll get the 3rd brand new perk, and then finally when you get 8 kills in a row, you unlock and get to use every single perk in the game until you die. Now, the other interesting thing about Assault is that this is pretty normal, you know, if you get kills in a row, and it resets every time you die. And also, if you actually capture a flag, or defend an area, or defuse the bomb, or whatever it may be, that'll also give you points towards your kill streak / your point streak, which is more really called point streak in this game, but I think we're all going to still call it kill streak, so it's kind of difficult to change. But with the other one underneath that, the Support Package, this one does not reset when you die, so you can get 2 kills in a row, and then a defend, and then 2 kills in a row, and then a capture, and you got your UAV, and then you play for a few more seconds, and you die, and then you jump back into it, and then you get 2 more kills, and now you have your counter UAV. So it's kind of weird like that. You expect that it resets. I don't know how this is going to be balanced, because it seems like it's pretty easy. They have really high stuff like Juggernaut and stuff like that up at 18, and I'll get into those in a second. But it kind of feels a little weird. Like, I know if I use the Assault one, it's going to be normal for me. But if I use the Support one, there's no doubt I'm going to be playing a whole domination game. I will get more than 18 kills, or more than 5 kills and 15 kills and 3 captures or something like that, because that's the kind of player I am. And they're kind of saying this Support is more for the team player and the person who might not be as good. But I'm an extremely aggressive player. I will die a bunch of times, but I'll kill a bunch of times as well. And I think I'm a little bit above average as far as how good I am and stuff like that. So to me, it seems pretty easy that I'm going to easily be able to get something like Juggernaut and Stealth Bomber and stuff like that. But I guess maybe you can only get 1 per game. Is that how it's going to be different? So we'll find out when it gets to it. But let's jump into these right now. I'm kind of talking about them so much you guys don't even know what's going on yet. So let's jump into the first one right here. Okay, so the first one here is UAV, which is similar. We all know what UAV is. It's the same thing it's always been. Next one here at 4 kills is care package, or 4 points. It's going to be really difficult to just try to call this point streaks, not kill streaks. This next one here is IMS. It's pretty interesting. What it is, it's like a bouncing Betty or a Claymore type thing, where you're going to get this in a care package probably, and then you pull it out and drop it down in an area for defense, and then when enemies come up to it, it'll shoot up this thing up in the air like a little laser target. And then an AC-130 from the sky will come down and shoot you. So it's really cool, and there are 4 of those. Number 5 is Predator Missile. Then we got Sentry Gun, Precision Airstrike, Attack Helicopter. Those are all things that we're used to. Next thing here is Strafe Run, which is a brand new one. 5 helicopters will come in a line. I don't know how fast they're going to fly through, but they're going to fly all the way through. And then just shoot down everything in the path, which is like in a line. So it's kind of almost like an airstrike, but in a helicopter form. Next one here is Little Bird Guard. This is a bird that's actually going to be flying with you, above you the entire time, and following you and giving you protection. This is really helpful and cool for something like Capture the Flag. It could be really cool to have something giving you protection as you're running the flag and bringing it back. Reaper is a laser missile targets from a Reaper UAV, and you can actually control this and shoot it down towards the ground. It looks really cool, a lot of fun to use. The actual lasers, the missiles that fly down are a lot slower than something like an AC-130, so Assault Drone's pretty cool. It comes down in a care package, and then you'll be able to open up, and what it is, you drop it down, and it'll fly, it'll move around in the area for you, and take down all these enemies. It's like a little tank on a little controlled, AI-controlled tank that'll drive around and take down everything for you. Next one here, AC-130. Love it. I'm so glad that it's back. Pablo is now all the way up at 12 kills, so it's a lot harder to get it. Juggernaut, which is a brand new one. Juggernaut's actually pretty cool. You actually get to be a Juggernaut. You'll like put on the suit and walk around. You'll be a lot slower. It actually comes in a care package, so you have to get that too. You'll be a lot slower, but you take a lot of damage to get the kill. So it's really helpful for something where you gotta try to turn the tides in an objective style game. Last one is Osprey Gunner, and I'm just assuming that that's pretty much the same thing as a Chopper Gunner or something like that. Now we're moving on to support. So again, some of these are going to be normal, like the UAV we're used to, and also the counter UAV. But the very next one here at 5 points in a row, or actually not in a row, because you can actually die in support and it won't reset. That's the cool thing about the support one, is Ballistic Vest. And this is a little bit controversial, because what this is, no one likes more, a lot of people are really iffy about health. And this actually, you drop down a care package, you pick it up, and then you give it to your teammates, and they will have a little bit more health for a small duration of time, sort of like Juggernaut from Call of Duty 4. Not a big fan of this personally. I wish it was lower down, like, 10 kills in a row or something, not 5. It seems a bit too easy. Airdrop Trap is cool because you throw it into the enemy spawn. They think it's a care package. They pick it up and they will blow up. So it's really cool to actually distract them. Maybe you can throw it somewhere else while you're trying to capture B or something like that. SAM Turret is normal. We know what that is. Recon Drone is a recon that you fly up in the air and you can target enemies, and then they will be able to see them and kill them. I don't think you can shoot anything up from the Recon Drone, or maybe you can, but I don't think you can. But you can fly it around, and then they are able to see the people that you spotted and be able to get those kills, and you'll get assists for that. Advanced UAV is like a Blackbird. That's similar to what it was for Black Ops. Remote turret's really cool. You throw out a care package, then you put out the turret, and the turret won't do anything until you get behind cover, pull out your little computer, and then from there, while you're safe, you can shoot the turret down at those areas, so nobody can kill you because you're not actually on the turret unless they find you hiding somewhere and kill you. Stealth Bomber is what it always has been. EMP is what it's always been. Juggernaut Recon, very similar to the other one from the attack side of it, but Juggernaut Recon, you actually have a little mini radar as well as a riot shield to protect you. So you get both of those things, and it's really good for teamwork and trying to capture one area real quick, and everybody goes and defends the Juggernaut as he tries to do something. Then Escort airdrop is like a they'll drop a bunch of care packages down into one area, but then the Osprey will stay there and defend the area. So no longer will you shoot down your 4 care packages and then you're mad that the entire enemy team takes it, because you have an Osprey to defend the area so that you can actually try to pick those up by yourself without everybody stealing them. And finally, we're moving on to the final strike package, which is Specialist. Specialist is the really interesting one that I was talking about a little bit before. Let me get into it even more. Every time you get 2 kills, you will get a brand new perk to your arsenal. 2 more kills, you'll get another perk. 2 more kills, you'll get the 3rd perk. And finally, when you get 8 kills in a row altogether without dying, you will get every single perk in your arsenal to be able to just tear up the enemy. You'll be an absolute machine. Now, of course, you already have the 3 perks that you normally have with your class, but then you get to use all the other ones as well. I think this is a really cool and interesting idea, really fun idea. I think I'm going to be using this a lot for something like free-for-all. And of course, when you die, it resets back to the beginning again, and you'll have to unlock all those perks again. And one other cool thing is that apparently if there's a perk that you don't want to use, you can actually lock it and not have it available to you if for whatever reason you don't want to use it. But I think this is a really cool idea. I think it's going to be really good for the lone wolf style player, similar to how I would play something like Team Deathmatch or something, where I'm just all alone rocking it, and I might not even have time to throw out something like an air support or something, or even help my team out, because I'm just running around trying to get kills for all of us. And this style is really, really helpful for that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use. I think this idea is really, really cool. I think it's going to be used by the players who have a lot of skill and want to upgrade themselves even more. Death streaks return. Sadly, I hate them. Juice allows you to have faster running speed for 6 seconds. Revenge makes you whoever killed you last, you're able to find them on the map. Final Stand. I'm so mad Final Stand is back. I'm also very mad Martyrdom is back. I don't know why they brought back death streaks. These last 2, Dead Man's Hand, I don't know what this is, and also Hollow Points, I don't know what this is. But I'm kind of upset that they brought back death streaks. I don't want them to do that. I don't know why they did. I know 402 was like, no last stand. He hates it. He's happy that it's gone. But yet you bring back Final Stand for a death streak, and he's saying you won't barely ever see it. It's 4 deaths in a row. Are you kidding me? I saw Painkiller every 3.5 seconds in Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to be seeing it all the time. It's going to make me angry. I don't want to have to deal with it. I wish they could just take it out. Hopefully he'll listen to some suggestions by people. Some people are saying that once you max your rank up all the way up to 80, death streaks should be eliminated. You're not allowed to use them anymore. I think it's a good idea, because death streaks are supposed to help the noob type player, not the skilled type player. The problem is that even I will get 4 kills in a row, 5 kills in a row sometimes when I'm in the middle of playing an objective game and I'm running towards this area and I'm just keep getting destroyed. And honestly, I don't want to have anything to help me. I just want to keep playing. I don't want to see Juice pop up or something. Juice is probably the least annoying, but I don't want to. Revenge is dumb, because then you're going to be able to find out where the enemy is, and I'm running around trying to rack up a kill streak, and all of a sudden the newbiest player on the team, who I just killed 4 times in a row, is going to be able to find out exactly where I am. It's just not fair. I don't like these death streak ideas. I don't know why they keep bringing them back. Black Ops had it right by not bringing them back. Death streaks are probably my least favorite thing from Modern Warfare 2, and it's my biggest disappointment that they are bringing back in Modern Warfare 3. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This video went much longer than I thought it'd be. I thought it might be 15-20 minutes top. It's passing 30 minutes now, so I'm really sorry for this long video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it really helped you just figure out all these things. I want to thank all the all the videos and screenshots that I was able to find on YouTube and stuff like that. Obviously, I wasn't able to go out to XP. Honestly, if I lived near Los Angeles, I would have paid that $150 or whatever it was. It seems pretty cheap to me to do that. But I didn't want to have to pay the airfare, and hotel fare and everything like that, because I live all the way on the other side of the United States on the East Coast, so it wouldn't have been fun. But if I lived in LA or somewhere near there, I think I probably would have tried to go. So thanks to everybody, GameSpot, G4, and Tabes. All the videos that I'm using for these people, I'm only using it for just to help out other players and stuff like that, to get all the knowledge at one spot. So don't get upset. I didn't steal your stuff. I'm just borrowing it, and I thank you so much for the coverage that you guys gave and allowing me to use it. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm maybe going to do a trailer analysis video from the 2 multiplayer trailers that came out for during COD XP as well. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the description below. Also, tell me what you think about this thing. Anything that I didn't point out, anything that I missed, as far as I'm not really talking about like game modes and stuff like that. Of course, there's a new game mode and stuff like that. This is mainly just talking about all the new create a class type features. So thank you guys so much for watching. A lot of really cool stuff on the way. This has definitely gotten me hyped up for Modern Warfare 3. I want it now. I'm such a big Call of Duty fan. I want to be able to play it now, but I'll have to wait just another few months. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it's getting you excited too, and I will see you guys later.